What's good, YouTube? It's me, Coach 67 Sports TV. Shout out to the awesome and amazing LDBC, Lions Den basketball community. Shout out to the greatest university in the world, the Southern University, home of the mighty Jaguars. Back under the blue light. In this particular video, I'm going to give my post-game reaction to the 50th edition of the Bayou Classic. As my usual videos, I like to set the tone and the tempo at the beginning. The atmosphere in Caesar Superdome was electric. You know, it was a raucous crowd. I mean, the atmosphere just was electric. I mean, you had to be there to feel the electricity in the building. Just watching it on TV really doesn't do it justice. The last two Bayou classes I missed one, I think, like 91, 92. And then, of course, the year my dad passed after Katrina, I missed the 05 classes. That was like the last two Bayou classes I really missed. So watching it on TV and being there in person, watching it on TV, it doesn't give you like the full feel of the Bayou class. You have to be there in person to really, get the full feel of it. Now, leading up to the Bayou Classic, of course, Jaguar Nation was calling for Coach Roman Banks to be fired as athletic director. He's still the AD. However, Jaguar Nation was also calling for Coach Eric Dooley's job, which he was. He was let go by Southern, and Coach Eric Dooley parted ways. And in addition to that, they were calling for Harold Blood to no longer be the starting quarterback. So 2 out of 3 got us to the Bayou Classic. So for the 50th edition of the Bayou Classic, Terrence Graves was the interim head coach for Southern University. Legendary Southern University strong safety, Sean Wallace. He was the active head coach. So those two individuals led Southern University against Grambling in the Bayou Classic. Harold Blood was no longer the starting quarterback. Grambling transfer Noah Barton was the starting quarterback. Grambling won the opening coin toss. They elected to take the ball. As in the usual Southern University fashion, the defense set the tone early for Grambling's first drive. Southern forced a fumble, got the offense the ball on the plus 35 side of the field. However, in usual Southern University offensive fashion, they didn't do anything with the ball. Nothing really happened. Same thing with Grambling. Grambling got the ball. They really didn't do much. Gave the ball back to Southern. Southern got the ball, and Southern drove the ball to the plus side of the field, like the plus 5. Fumbled the ball on the 5. Grambling recovered it on like the 3-yard line. Grambling gets the ball. Grambling marches 97 yards to score a touchdown to start off scoring. Southern answered. They went on a decent drive. I thought this drive for Southern, like August Petrie III, was huge. And, he's one of the players that, when I think about this season, I just kind of wonder if he'd have played with a quarterback like a Bryant Lee, like a Sam George, like a Quincy Reshort or Eric Randall. There's so many Southern quarterbacks that had that guy been the starting quarterback with August Petrie III as a wide receiver, how good August Petrie III, how good could he have been? And not just with him on his offense. I could say that about, Jalen Howard, Chandler Whitfield, Cassius Allen. So, but I think about him the most in terms of, wow, how good could this guy really be had he had a quarterback that could get him the ball the entire season? So Southern capped off the drive with an 8-yard touchdown pass to Darren Morris. So the score is 7-7. Grambling drives, really don't get the job done. Southern come back again, and Southern scores another touchdown. So at this point, Southern is up 14-7. Then Grambling came down. They got in scoring range, but they really couldn't finish the drive, so they ended up settling for a field goal attempt. Southern blocked the field goal, and Southern picked it up and scored a touchdown. So at this point, Southern is up 21-7 going in the half. So Southern at halftime is 21-7. towards the end of the halftime show, you know, I go to the restroom, and this is the crazy thing. The Caesars Superdome, you know, is being remodeled. They remodeled a lot of concession areas. They remodeled the bathrooms. A lot of remodeling going on. However, in terms of the bathroom, there's less space to use the restroom. It's nicer and everything. But, you know, from a male's perspective, there's not as much room to use the restroom. So I went to one bathroom. The line was ridiculously long. Went to another bathroom. The line was not as long, but at least this line was moving. The other line really wasn't moving, but it took so long. By the time I got back to start the second half, Southern had already scored. Kendrick Grimes to get a 73-yard touchdown run. At this point, Southern is up 27-7. So gradually, Southern offense kind of reverted back into what it's been the entire season. They struggled to move the ball. Second half, they left their defense out on the field a lot. You know, at one point, Ruben Beauplants, he stepped on the end line for a punt. It's a safety. Grambling scored a touch. Noah Bob threw a pick six. So, you know, Southern was up 27-7. Then it's 27-9. Then next thing you know, 27-17. And then Grambling scores again. Next thing you know, it's 27-22. And I'm like, man, this game is slipping away. You know, it just kind of felt like they were just gradually letting it slip away. Grambling got the ball for pretty much their last possession. And methodically, they just gradually moved the ball on the field. Floyd Chalk the fourth, he was their workhorse. I mean, he just ran the ball. They mixed in Chance Williams, who went to Scotlandville High School, local product, but he went to Grambling. So, you know, it just kind of seemed as if Southern was letting the game slip away. From a game management standpoint, I think Coach Graves and Coach Wallace, they were kind of like caught between a rock and a hard place, because from a coaching perspective, at the end of the game, who do you want on the field? Your defense and special teams has carried you the entire season. Offense has struggled the entire season, and it was no different in this particular game. Do you want to, you know, call timeouts from a clock management standpoint? If Grambling does score, you give your offense enough time to get the ball back and score a touchdown. So at one point, it seemed like they were just, it was like 1 minute and some change, like 40, 35 seconds, something like that, it left in the fourth quarter. Southern's coaches started using their timeouts. However, I think they just realized, like, hey, if we're going to win it, let our defense win the game. So, of course, Grambling had 4 chances from, you know, 4 goal-to-goal chances to win the game. On first down, they ran the ball with Floyd Chalk the fourth, nothing. Second down, same thing, nothing. Third down, Miles Crawley pulled it, and he tried to run his own read option. Southern shut that down also. Last play, Crawley tried to throw a fade. Pass was knocked away. That pretty much ended the game. The, you know, Caesars Superdome erupted. And for that, you know, for the most part, that pretty much ended the game. I mean, it was one of the best Bayou Classics, you know, I've been to in a while. Like I said, the atmosphere was electric. Boosie was in attendance. Fantasia performed with Southern University's Human Jukebox during halftime. So overall, it was an excellent event. I really enjoyed myself. Excellent game. Post-game, you know, a lot of individuals basically saying, like, hey, Terrence Graves, you know, he should remain an interim head coach. Me personally, if Southern's administration decided to go in that direction, I would support it. However, I'm still on Chennisberry, Trey Oliver, a bus bandwagon. To me, those 2 individuals will be my top 2 choices to become Southern University's next head coach. In addition to that, of course, this is a Southern channel. I see everything from a Jaguar Nation perspective. Later on, Coach Hugh Jackson was fired as Grambling State's head coach. You know, it kind of is what it is. You know, I focus pretty much on Southern University's perspective when it comes to this. However, just from the outside looking in, based on what he did this year and last year in the Classic, I wasn't moved by him. Now, one thing that, like in the aftermath of the Bayou Classic, a lot of Grambling fans were complaining, saying basically, why didn't he give the ball to Floyd Chalk, the fourth, on 4th and goal? And me personally, I strongly disagree with that perspective. The reason being, from a coach's standpoint, even though in the second half, Grambling wore Southern's defense down, it was more so the fact that Southern's offense really couldn't sustain a drive. You know, even when Jordan Carter did make an interception, basically, Southern's offense just kind of went 3 and out, gave the ball right back to Grambling. So more than anything, I think it's not the fact that, you know, Grambling just was overpowering Southern. It's just like it's been essentially the way the Bayou Classic played out is pretty much the way most of the games played out for Southern during the course of the season. The offense struggled. The defense and the special teams had to carry the team, and that's pretty much the way it was. So Grambling, you know, they ran the counter trap a lot. You know, they was able to get Floyd Chalk the fourth and Chance Williams behind those, that pulling guard and pulling tackle, and they were able to run that play a lot. And just run the ball up the middle a lot, just had a lot of success. But overall, once Southern really put the big guys, a lot of those seniors, in the middle and the interior of that defense, once they put those guys in the game, you know, on goal-to-goal situations, Grambling was not going to be able to just run the ball, you know, on Southern. So Southern was more bend but don't break. Hey, we're going to let you get the ball all the way down to the, you know, to the plus side of the field in terms of goal-to-goal situation, but you're not going to be able to run it in. So I wasn't, like, against him passing the ball on 4th and goal. I just would have ran a different type of play. I'd have ran some type of pick play, some type of sprint pass, rollout, that type of play on 4th and goal. And I would have tried to get the ball to Floyd Chalk the fourth from a passing standpoint, but just not running the ball. To me, I think that would have been a bad play call. But that's it for this video. If you saw in the video, any value in this video, like the video, share the video, comment in the comment section, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you can be alerted anytime I post any new videos. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by Christmas, so if you have not done so, please subscribe to the channel. In addition to that, check out my brother, Charity 11 Green. I also did post-game reaction on his channel. Check out the brother Brent Fox. Also check out Bayou Sports Talk co-panelist Ray Swank 225. Check out Raymond on his channel. Also check out Nita Nay on her channel. That's it for this video. Next video, we're going to talk about Southern University players that made the all-SWAC team. Again, subscribe to the channel. Catch y'all on the rebound. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace and blessings.